make the call with the king three of spades.
In position, king three suited. He's got Lichtenberger in rough shape at the moment.
And he flops a king. So comes king five deuce, 260K in the pot, as you see on the bottom right corner of your screen.
Chewy obviously not done. Gonna bluff here. Just queen high. Very dry flop. Just comes king five deuce rainbow. Every time Watman doesn't have a king, Chewy's just gonna pick this pot up. You get a lot of folds, and here's the bad news.
Watman makes the call.
Jeez. You're gonna get a workout. You have to stand up and pull chips in every time. That's like.
In hopes of folding out some sort of five, perhaps a deuce or an ace high holding, maybe a small straight draw. And he is just stepping right into it, unaware that Watman has top pair. Watman has clearly a decision to make with just that king and a three kicker. Backdoor hearts have now shown themselves. Obviously, some sort of Broadway straight draw could be present. Have to be concerned about Lichtenberger having some of that. However, Andrew Lichtenberger has absolutely nothing, just queen high.
10 on the river.
If he does check here and surrender, he simply just doesn't believe that Watman is going to fold any sort of king.
And there's the shove. There is that call. He'll see the good news.
Yeah, inevitable.
He's queen of spades.
Collision, you know, Lang stack. He's got 15 big blinds. You know the play here. Everybody tuning in. When you get below 20, typically you just grip and rip, pile drive, all in, say a little prayer.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Colpoys has two jacks. And we see some chips going into the middle here. We see Mike Lang all in and at risk with the ace queen of spades against the two red jacks. Dan Colpoys.
Yo, jacks, man.
I had a jack.
Good game, guys.
Gets up, ready to rock and roll.
That's not what almost got you a flush yesterday.
He's just going to win on the river and not even realize it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Here comes the flop. 9-3-3, a safe one for the jacks.
I was just thinking that as well.
Unless it runs 3-3.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Come on, man. you have such a strong universal.
Perfect.
You have such a strong universal pull. I feel like you're fucking me here. Just
No.
Turn card. 5 of diamonds. Lang down to 6 outs. You see him on
Ace
top
on
of
the
your
river.
screen.
Very
He wants
G.
an ace. A queen will do as well.
Very G.
River card.
I'd take a queen, too.
That's a deuce.
Good game, guys.
Good game, man.
That'll do it for Mike Lang.
Play with you. Good.
Out in 6th for
Jacks been strong for
$46,200.
you.
Don't say that's a tough ever again. If you don't mind.
And the turn brings another heart, which means flush draws for both. But not the worst of turns if you're lucky Chewy right now. We know it's terrible.
If he continues to tell a tale and barrels here on the turn with what he believes to be equity in that flush draw, he's repping pretty much a 4 and only a 4. And how about this bet sizing? 440. Just really trying to make Watman a believer that he has a 4.
With a little more than 2/3 pot here on the turn.
Watman he cannot fold his hand. Top pair picks up a better flush draw. Is he worried about Chewy having a 4? Absolutely.
His hand just too good.
It's all down to the river, right? If this thing's a blank, are we going to face a decision once again for our tournament life against Lucky Chewy?
Queen of diamonds, and it's top 2 for Wantman with 1.5 million in the pot. Wantman with 1.3 million behind.
All in.
Goes for it again.
Oh my gosh. So filthy. Just saying I have a 4. Call me if you wish.
His hand just a touch too good.
And there's just this, you know, this leveling war. What a
He
wow!
folds.
Wow!
It gets through.
If he goes with King 10 here, absolutely
Boy.
going to get called.
Yeah, with 9 bigs, it all goes into the middle.
And this is for value. Scott really believes that King 10 can be the best hand against what Elias's opening range is.
I think 2, 3.
Elias does make the call, and here we go.
Oof, not good for me.
You say you've been hurting on straight up.
It's a flop. Queen 9-6. Gut shot now for Paul. Could pick up a jack or a king.
Not bad.
Fun enough. The turn,
We'll chop.
the 7, bringing some chop outs into the equation. River card. It's the deuce of clubs.
Good luck, everybody. Take care.
Good game, Scott.
That does it for Scott Ball.
Pleasure.
Instead, he's just going to take a flop with a couple of hockey sticks. Let's go skating.
Oh, and flops a set of 7s while Wantman flops a pair of aces.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable how he does it. Had he moved in pre-flop, Wantman would have simply folded ace-deuce suited. By electing to call, a disastrous flop for Wantman. Think about the history thus far.
Yeah.
The 2 massive bluffs that Chewy has already run against Wantman. Wantman, of course, inside the blender all day long up against Chewy, and now again facing, as Jeff, you just pointed out, another check raise. And this time he is essentially stone dead. Gonna need a miracle.
Now 850,000 in the middle, Wantman with 1.1 million behind. And it's quad 7s for Lucky Chewy. Chewy leading here about quarter pot, 210,000. Makes the call. River's the 3 of diamonds.
All in.
And Wantman is put to the test again.
Well, the good news for Wantman, there just aren't too many air balls home here.
Finds the fold. Nice laydown. Wantman with the queen 10 of diamonds. What about in this very specific spot? Yep, still good enough. And here we go. Wantman will be all in and at risk with the queen 10 of diamonds. Comes the flop. 6-6-3 with 2 clubs. Pretty strong one for Colpoys. Wantman relegated to a queen or a 10 that's not a club. Four of clubs on the turn, and that will just do it for Matt Wantman. Out in fourth, $77,000.
What's going on?
Elias with the king 8 off.
More importantly, Elias with 13 big blinds in his stack up against
All in.
current chip
All of it.
leader. Just going to slam it
What
home.
is it
Cole
exactly?
Poise with king 10,
3-5.
and Elias runs right into it.
Jeff?
Here comes the flop. King in the window, ace, king, deuce.
Some opportunities.
Opportunities available. Is it there on the turn? It is not, but the queen on the turn brings even more chop outs into the equation. Cole Poise a 70% favorite. River card. It's the 7, and that will do it for Darren Elias out in third for $100,100.
I think you're exactly right, Jeff. That's what's going to happen here with his stack size, just under 20 big blinds. Wow.
Or just calls.
How does he know?
He just
Chewy
knows.
is just, it's spooky.
Comes queen 5-3, 1 club. The 9s are best.
Even
Chewy
now.
with the wheel draw, backdoor flush draw.
1.1 in the middle. Chewy may go with it here, depending on the sizing, over top of
It is
Colpoys.
small, 225,000.
Got the backdoor puppy paws. Any duck will do for the straight. You got to love the power of an ace. And still just going to come along for the ride.
Do you have 3 stacks of red?
Yes. I have 1925.
The turn is an ace.
Maybe trying to rule out the fact, could he have an ace? Would he really just have called me pre-flop with any ace-X holding? This is
450.
fascinating.
Betting about quarter pot here.
In the way he's played this hand, if I have 2 9s in Colpoy's seat, I'm not sure I'm ready to throw it into the muck. 2 million in the middle.
Cool.
Does indeed make the call. And he finds a 9 on the river.
Oh my goodness.
With almost 2.5 million in the pot, Lichtenberger with 1.5 million behind.
Good night, Irene. Lichtenberger will value shove here. Has to feel he has the best hand.
All in.
There it is. This
Nice.
tournament is
No good.
over.
I got there.
The first
Unlucky
tie roller
start.
win for Dan
Yeah.
Colpoys comes at the first event. That wraps up event number 1. The Poker Go Cup is on the line, and we cannot wait.